Welcome to your evening of Comic-Con 2008. My first privilege is to introduce Bill Prady, the executive producer and co-creator of Big Bang Theory.
Well, as that very nice fella just said, I'm the co-creator of the Big Bang Theory, but I'm here celebrating my much more important credit, and it's a credit that I share with all of you. I am the #1 Mythbusters fan in the world. Not a week goes by in the Prady household when myths are not busted left and right. And I'm going to bring out two people who may be familiar to you if you've seen the show. Please welcome to the stage Jamie Heineman and Adam Savage. Now, I'm just going to share a little bit of a personal story with you. My nephew found out that I was moderating this event, and he called from Michigan, and I said that I was standing next to Adam and Jamie, and it was kind of like I said to him, I'm standing on Mount Olympus, hanging with Zeus and Hermes. So I put Adam on the phone to my nephew, and this was about 2 hours ago, and my sister called me and said that he has not stopped hyperventilating. So you have to figure out why a show that frankly is just guys blowing stuff up has captured our attention. Before we get into this, you and I were talking about this awesome Comic-Con experience that we're having, and we've been talking all day about costumes. And I don't know if any of you saw me out earlier. I was wearing a Sailor Moon. By the way, there's a guy in here somewhere that I hug, that I'd like to, if you're here, I'd like to talk to you. You saw, and you were showing me that you took some pictures.
Yeah, you got to see this. Can you flash up the first picture?
This was Adam's favorite.
Did you guys see this? Okay, next one. All right, flash the next one. One more. And I decided to get my freak flag on today, and so I walked the floor for about 2 hours as Hellboy. That's intense stuff, man. The best part was I'm taking my son around, and I get him an action figure, and I go to pay by credit card, and the guy says, I'm going to need to see some ID. And I hand him my wallet, and he goes like this. He goes, okay. And I go. I feel like I got my full-on Comic-Con experience. And Jamie's just taking off all the green paint. He was a slave girl all day.
All right, now I've been working on some questions for these guys. And I wrote down a series of questions, and they all basically boiled down to, remember that time you blew that thing up? Wasn't that cool? So, just a couple questions to start. This was a number of people have asked me, and kind of a key question came from some of the gentlemen in the audience that I was speaking to before we came out here. Where's Carrie?
You're a bunch of pervs. It's not the science that you like her for, is it? No, Carrie's back at the shop. We run the show as almost two separate shops at this point. Carrie, Grant, and Tori are over at a shop called M7. Jamie and I are at M5. And I'm not exactly sure what they're working on this week, but they really wish they were here. And so Carrie specifically said to say she misses you.
So she said that to me or to
Whoever you want.
Okay. All right. Let's figure out who these people are. And what I'd like to do is, Adam and Jamie, I would like you to do the short version of who you are, how you came to be doing this, how Mythbusters came together. But I'm going to ask you, please, as you answer the question, and Adam, I'll go to you first, and then Jamie, I'm going to ask you, please, to deliberately introduce myths into your storytelling that your partner will debunk. So, Adam's story.
Oh, wow. Well, I was born a poor black child. It's not my joke, I'm sorry. I was born in New York City, raised in the real Sleepy Hollow, as in the legend of Sleepy Hollow. Moved to San Francisco about 20 years ago after having been my first job as an adult was as a projectionist at the 8th Street Playhouse in New York, where the Rocky Horror Picture Show fad began. Yeah, I've seen it I'm a 100-timer on the clock. Then graphic design, animation, carpentry, theater work, rigging, basically started amassing skills until this strange guy who I swore was really, really strange, named Jamie Hyneman, called me up in 1993 and asked me if I wanted to come work on some commercials. And I got into film and television commercials. Then moved into special effects after I couldn't stand to work for this guy anymore. Went up and worked for Industrial Light and Magic for about 5 years on, Star Wars Episode 1 and 2. I'm sorry. I worked on Matrix 2 and 3. I'm sorry. I worked on Galaxy Quest. You're welcome. Space Cowboys. You're pretty much welcome. Yeah, see? I only worked on one movie I wanted to own.